In this video, I will present the top 11 consulting firms for operational excellence and explain how the right consulting partner determines implementation success and long-term impact. Here's the situation though. Every year, about 70.3% on average of operational excellence transformation programs fail, not because the strategy or the planning were bad, but because of increased resistance, lack of change adoption, and implementation failures. Which is why selecting the right partner is critical to your organization's operational excellence transformation. Let's jump right into it. Here's how to follow along. First, we are going to provide you with an overview of each of the 11 operational excellence consulting firms on this list so that you can understand the strengths that each one brings to the table. And then during the second half of today's video, we will go over a free checklist, which we will provide to you that will allow you to narrow the list down from 11 to 2 or 3 consulting firms for your organization to reach out to and request what is called a meet and greet. It is basically a meeting where you and your organization get to interview the consulting firms in order to determine which one will be eventually hired to support your organization's operational excellence transformation. The first organization we have on this list is Essential. They are known for their global scale and strong technology capabilities. So, organizations that need large, complex operational transformation programs tied closely to digital platforms, systems modernization, and enterprise technology often look to this consulting company. They are best suited for organizations that already have strong internal teams and need support implementing at the massive global scale. Next on this list is Airiodion Group Consulting. One reason why Airiodion Group is rated a top management consulting firm for operational excellence and transformation organizations is that their delivery is led by very experienced consultants who deliver strategy, implementation, program leadership, and change management all together to ensure that every aspect of your organization's operation excellence implementation is successful. Another reason why Airiodion Group is rated a best consulting firm for operational excellence initiative is they do not separate business transformation from adoption. Their consultants design operating models, they lead transformation programs, they deliver project and program outcomes, and ensure that people actually adopt the new ways of operating with the operational excellence transformation. Another reason why Airiodion Group is a recognized consultant for operational excellence is this. They apply a 4-phase transformation framework to initiatives like operational excellence and operational transformation, ensuring that structure, accountability, and sustained results are achieved rather than short term improvements. Next on this list is Bain and Company. They are known for their strong performance improvement focus and executive level strategy delivery. Organizations often turn to them when they want sharp strategic direction, cost optimization and reduction, and operating model clarity, especially at the leadership level. Next on this list is Boston Consulting Group. BCG brings deep analytical strength and innovation thinking. They are often selected by organizations that want advanced analytics, future focused operating models, and strategic operational transformation tied to long term competitiveness. So, if any one of these trends resonate with you, as in this is something your organization is doing, your organization is prioritizing advanced analytics, is prioritizing future focused operating models, then you want to consider them as part of your the 2 to 3 organizations that you include in your short-listed list. Next on this list is Capgemini. They are known for blending operations with technology delivery. Organizations looking to implement digital operations transformation, system integration, and process optimization at scale often consider Capgemini as part of their operational transformation efforts. Next on this list is Cognizant. They focus heavily on technology enabled operations and large delivery teams. They are commonly used for process digitalization, shared services transformation, and operational efficiency tied to IT platforms. What does this mean for you? It really means that if your organization is in a state where you are looking to digitalize your processes and transform shared services or ensure operational efficiency, then you want to consider them as one of those 2 to 3 organizations that end up in your shortlisted list. Next on this list is Deloitte. They offer broad functional coverage across operations, finance, risk, and technology. Organizations with complex, multifunction operational excellence programs often engage with them for structured frameworks and large program execution support. So, if that is the state or situation your organization is facing that involves complex, multi-function, which is basically multi-departments, operational excellence programs, then you want to consider this consulting firm as one of the 2 to 3 you add in your shortlisted list. Next is EY. EY is often chosen by organizations that need operational improvement while maintaining strong governance, compliance, and risk management. Their strength lies in operational transformation that must align closely with regulatory and control environments. So, as you see what we are doing, we are providing you with an overview of each one of these top firms. And then towards the second half, which will be starting in a few minutes, we will go over that free checklist that will now allow you to reduce the list down to 2 to 3. So let us continue the overview. We only have a few companies on this list to go over. Next is IBM Consulting. They are heavily focused on technology driven operational change. So, organizations looking to embed data, automation, and AI into their operations often look to IBM Consulting for intelligent operations transformation. Next, we have KPMG. They are known for their disciplined governance approach and strong financial and operational controls. Organizations that prioritize structured transformation management and operational efficiency often consider KPMG. Next on this list is McKinsey. They are widely known for their enterprise level strategy and performance excellence delivery. Organizations often engage them for large scale operational transformation that is tied closely to corporate strategy and leadership alignment. Next, we have Oliver Wyman. Oliver Wyman brings strong analytical rigor and industry specific operational expertise to the table. They are often used for operational efficiency as well as operational effectiveness, cost transformation, and performance improvement initiatives. And then finally, we have PwC. Provides integrated advisory services across operations, finance, and transformation. Organizations that want operational transformation aligned with broader enterprise change initiatives often consider PwC. So, as you can see, each firm brings different strengths to operational excellence and transformation. Up next, let me walk you through that practical checklist to help you narrow this list down and confidently select the consulting partner that best fits your organization's operating goals and operational reality. So, as promised, here is the full checklist that you can use to identify the best consulting firm for your organization. Use the link below this video to download this checklist, and you and members of your team can start applying this checklist immediately as you evaluate potential partners. As you can see on my screen, step one is narrowing down the list. So before interviews even begin, you want to reduce your options to just two or three consulting firms by assessing similar types of projects that they have delivered, as well as whether they provide hands-on strategic and tactical support. This is important because you want to ensure there is adequate project type fit as well as industry fit, meaning that do they support your specific industry? Geographic presence is also important, but most importantly, is also delivery model. What does this mean? It really means, do they have a scalable and flexible delivery framework which will allow them to hit the ground running on day one and providing value? So this is very important. Also, do they provide hands-on tactical as well as strategic support is also very important. The next step is interviewing the shortlisted list of two to three consulting firms. And during the interview, we are recommending that you ask them some of these questions that we have included here. But you don't have to ask them all of these questions. We have included why each question matters, as you can see on my screen. That way, you can better determine which of these questions you will prioritize when meeting with and interviewing the consulting firm. Step three is where you evaluate and you also compare the interviewed two to three firms to determine which one to select. So after the interview, you want to compare them based on their delivery approach, cultural alignment, their communication style, and how they connected with you and your team during the interview. Why is this important? Well, you represent your company's culture. And so if the consultants connect very well with you, they are very likely to also connect well with impacted users across your organization. So that level of connection is very important to help you narrow down the list between the two to three firms that were interviewed down to one to be selected for this opportunity. As you can see here on the checklist, we emphasize look for chemistry. That basically means looking for connection for the management consultants that clicked well with you and your other leadership team that were part of interviewing the consulting firms. Step four is where you make the final decision. Before you finalize your choice, you want to ensure you are confirming scope, timelines, and success measures such as adoption and business impact. Most importantly, though, you also want to ensure that you align with the consulting firm on how knowledge transfer will happen at the end. Basically, the right consulting firm should leave you and your organization stronger, more capable, and better prepared for future initiatives. So, the main message is very simple though. The best consulting firm for your organization is not the biggest name or the most popular brand. It is the consulting firm that understands your people, your culture, and your business goals and will help you achieve lasting results long after the engagement ends. That is the best consulting firm for your organization. And if your organization is looking to or currently implementing an operational excellence type of initiative, I can help. As outlined in this video, Airiodion Group Consulting is ranked one of the top consulting firms for operational excellence types of projects, implementations, and transformation. Even if you just have questions and pain points and challenges, and you would like to discuss to identify best practices for mitigating such types of pain points and challenges you or your organization is having, I would be more than happy to have that conversation with you. Under this video, you will find the how to contact OB Airiodion for you to schedule a touch point so you and I can have that conversation. Looking forward to discussing with you soon. And don't forget to like this video as that lets me know that you have received value from it. You can also subscribe to the channel so you don't miss great content like this one.